Hey, Danny Mike listeners, before we get to the episode today, I wanted to ask a favor. Our new network, The Last Podcast Network, is doing a survey which will in turn improve the content that you hear. It only takes a minute, it's all confidential, and it's just some questions about your listening habits. You can find the link in our description of this very episode.
The world was so big, and I was so small. Your voice was always the loudest of all.
Fucking asshole. You know how many dollars I fucking spend on Polar in this institution that we call Seltzer Kings?
We're actually developing our own currency here at Seltzer Kings called Polar Bucks.
I've been looking into the Brooklyn Seltzer Boys.
Okay, the BSBs.
Just getting the tanks dropped off.
Sure.
A couple times a month.
And
Yeah, but they don't got the flavor and stuff.
No, but it's like...
they'll hear us. They at least listen to our plea.
Look,
Yeah.
they
It's not
won't.
like that cold, unfeeling stone idol that we worship.
Right.
They won't stick badger anus.
Oh, Castorium.
their-
You talk about Castorium?
Yeah, they won't stick castorium into there and give us a nice raspberry
And tell us
tint.
it's vanilla.
No, it's raspberry.
What's
It's true.
what's the dyeing thing called? Casporium?
Castium?
Castorium.
Castorium.
You
that's
talk
it.
about the extract of a beaver anus.
Beaver anus.
Beaver
Not
glands.
Not badger, but
Badger-
close.
be-
It's
be-
true. That's
badger-
what it is.
badger
It's badger or beaver.
Badger ass glands. You know, the world of animal ass glands is great. You know, dogs have evolved to where, you know, there's an entire profession, you know, of humans employed just to express their anal glands.
That's true.
It's like, what a great
That's true.
symbiotic.
That was my first job. I worked other than being on TV.
I thought it was bagel shop,
Nope,
TV guy.
that was second one. First one was I worked at a pet store.
Ah.
I worked at a pet store in New Jersey.
Oh.
My buddy Ron, his stepdad, owned a pet store in Wayne, New Jersey called Pet Place.
Okay.
Great name for a place.
They missed out on calling it Puppies of Wayne.
It was on the same road, though. Down the street from the Fountains of Wayne sign.
Wonderful.
Beautiful. I'm glad that you know that. I mean, I said Wayne, New Jersey. That's pretty much where everybody's brain goes.
Got family.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Route 17.
Yes.
I didn't.
You have a lot
I
of-
wasn't milking anal glands per se, but it was done in the facility.
It was done.
They,
I witnessed it.
I didn't witness because I didn't want to watch.
yeah.
They gave him a chance to look away, which
No,
is
you know what they
classy.
gave
I
me?
didn't get a choice. I didn't get a choice.
They gave me the shit job. They gave me like the pinkies and the cricket job. So I
you
used to
told
have
me
to
about
go
the
into the
pinkies.
back,
I love that.
and I had to
It's so
fucking
cruel.
grab pinkies, like which are
So cruel. Newborns.
newborn mice
Yeah.
that have been frozen and they're in the freezer.
Right. And feed them to the
And you
snakes.
feed them
Yeah.
to the snakes.
Gerard
but
loves
in
hot
addition, I had to
dogs.
grab crickets and have to
Give him to the
put them
praying
in a
mantids.
plastic bag and then try to give them to people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I knocked some over.
You know what?
once.
That's great because when I would buy
Almost
crickets,
sounds like a fresh beef podcast, but
That's
it
right.
really
I have-
fucking happened, Jeremy.
I feel like I've gone through this before with you guys, but when I was getting crickets for my pet praying mantids, it was always ended up being the most sullen employee at Petland.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's not. You don't. That's not a promoted job. That's you're the first the last one hired.
You basically walk
Scenario.
as far as you can from the daylight, penetrating the store, and then ask the first person you see there for a bag of insects.
Oh man,
You know,
you're
round number,
you are
like
so
5
far
or
in
10.
the back.
You can Amazon
do
those
not
now,
see.
You don't get to see daylight.
My vitamin D deficiency has something to do with that summer I worked at the pet store.
Gerard really does love running the aisles, though, at the pet
Oh, I'm
store
sure.
and watching the little.
Well, let's-
He's like, "Where's a mouse with the wheel?"
Oh yeah.
Let's get into that a little deeper after we set up the show. Welcome to the Adventures of Danny Mike. To my right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
Hello.
And to his right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
Way to break up a moment,
What's up,
Jeremy.
Scoot?
And
Just
my
for
name is
the
Jeremy.
purpose of keeping everything on.
Well, see, if you wouldn't have done that, I would have went right back into it. But since you've done that, you've actually
Too
broken
late.
It. So
Too late.
How the mighty have fallen. You did mention milking, and I did want to give an update on my foot, which was
Oh no,
this is disgusting.
No, come on,
you
man,
milk-
don't do
did
it.
you milk-
Disgusting.
Did you milk pus out of it?
Ah,
You did, dude.
I
You totally did.
I didn't do
Oh,
anything.
Sucks because I really wanted Dr. Pimple Popper to come up here and give me the
No,
treatment.
I would
Oh,
never watch
dude.
that. I hate it. That's one of my
Really?
I don't like it.
But you brought the show home, basically.
Yeah, but it's covered up. I went for my first visit after the break and after the surgery.
Okay.
And I took the thing off, and even I was like, "Oh man, that doesn't look so good." And I guess it was holding liquids under my skin.
You were retaining liquid.
So he just started. He put gloves on and just got a little
God,
piece of cloth or whatever that's called,
gauze.
You know what?
and just started smoothing my foot out so that shit would.
You know what's disgusting,
you roll
guys?
it out.
Hold on.
And then
you took a picture of it and you sent us like, "Hey, my foot." And in the background of that picture is all the fucking pussy gauze. You nasty bastard.
But that was the
not
second time.
Prepared to notice that.
I didn't take one of the first time because it hurt so bad. The first time,
God, dude, he passed out right away.
The first time they even cut a stitch out so it would drain more.
Yeah, you got to open the opening more.
But so I had 2 of those sessions of excruciating pain.
Oh yeah, it was painful.
Oh man, he's literally pushing on an open wound.
Well, I understand, but didn't
somewhat
he didn't give you
He
like a
didn't
local?
zap you with anything?
He didn't get like a local anything.
He saw me.
He's
He
an
was
asshole.
like, "Nah, you're good. You can handle this." And I could
bite on this.
up until the last few times, and I was like, "All right, you got to stop. I can't do this."
I'd like to retain the I'd like to retain the pus, please.
But
Why don't
it
you
did
just
feel better after
up
that.
my
I will give him that.
antibiotics, won't you?
If you're Jeremy's doctor, please feel free to call in and defend your side of the story at 347-470-8150.
Dr. Breff.
We won't be there, but leave a message.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was and then I went back, again, and it was a little less painful, but still, when you're getting your foot milked, it's not very fun. But they say it's on track.
It's no badger anal bag.
Yeah,
Well, that's why I thought of that.
But
I'd rather hang out with a beaver anal gland milker than your fucking dirty pussy foot.
It's
you have
beavers.
no basis.
It's beavers, and we've gone back and forth. I apologize.
Did
it's beavers.
you fact checked yourself?
No, I just know. But
Okay.
there's a stink badger that's related to the skunk, and the skunk has ass glands that work
Very well.
Well, no, I mean the
they
badger,
shoot
the badger, the beaver, and the skunk are all related, and they've just evolved
Holy Trinity.
ass cannons to shoot.
Ass cannons.
Yeah, to shoot different things.
I have seen slow-mo video on the internet. Of,
Yeah. When the skunk's
skunk shooting
doing
out.
that was actually one of my
the most disgusting, but also like satisfying things to watch.
a pleasant childhood memory is paging through the Time Life books of nature and seeing like the desert illustration. It's like the desert during the day, and then you open up this big like centerpiece. It's like the desert at night, and there's a skunk doing a handstand in an illustration, and I'm just like, this is so cool. I want to be there.
They're a lot more flexible than you previously thought.
Yeah.
The
nozzles that come out next to their anus are dude. They're like Star Wars, like
pick things off.
You can.
Yeah,
you could.
Well, the good news is the foot's on the mend, and it looked better this time.
There's a whole bunch of gauze underneath it I hadn't seen before.
You're doing okay. You're doing okay, Jeremy. Look at those battle wounds from
how was the surgery?
Podcast tour.
What's that?
How was the surgery?
Surgery was okay. I went in at I think 8 o'clock, and
were you awake the whole time?
11, I was in surgery, and then no. At 11, they knocked me out, and then I woke up at 12:30, and I was like, "What?" Literally did not know that time had passed.
Yeah.
Because they just knocked you the fuck out. And it was fine. I tried to get through the first night with no pain meds, and that did not work.
That was dumb.
Yeah. Well, because they had numbed my foot, so I literally could have taken 2 days to wear off. So I was like, maybe I just don't like taking that
If
shit.
it would have taken 2 days to wear off, you would never have woken up.
No, just the foot. So they gave me foot anesthesia,
special
and
foot.
body anesthesia. Yeah.
Oh, two different types of anesthesia.
Well, now that Canada's legalized it, they've gotten so specialist. They have this fucking checklist like 2 pages long now. It used to just be like, do you want to stay up or you want to go to sleep? And they had 2 kinds of weed. Now it's like, would you like earth tones? Would you like a cherry finish?
Is that what it is now?
Yeah. And then Jeremy is actually currently looking for something with antibiotic properties and lack of missing time, and finally pus expression.
Time travel, though, it's real. You could knock somebody out.
Yeah.
You know what, Jeremy? Just to be safe, you should have some riboflavin just to beef up your bodily.
I've been having a lot of lentils. Does that help?
Lentils are great, man. Lentils and rice, lentils and anything.
I made lentil stew.
Oh, lentil stew.
Put mashed potatoes on top.
That's weird. And then
No,
baked,
it's
and then
like-
baked it.
It was like shepherd's pie.
Did you
yeah.
brown it?
No, I was lazy, but it was still delicious.
Scoots,
Jeremy-
who's been bringing you your meal?
Well, the first Marla was here. The
This
first
lovely lady was taking
care of me
Come on.
when I turned into a different human being.
I'm saying this is like we could remake Misery.
Yes, and it's about that time of the year where it would
Be
take off.
perfect. Oh, I'm Scoots. I slipped on some wet leaves outside, and I'm also a very successful writer.
What?
Please come in.
Other than my foot, what are you gents been up to?
Whoa, just back on your foot
Yeah,
for a
back-
second.
back-
you had
back
your,
up, hungry
you
hip
had
hop.
your surgery.
Okay,
and
surgery went well.
surgery
And then-
went
and
okay,
then- and then
you came
were
out of your anesthesia.
Missing
Last time
some
I had an operation, they over anesthetized me.
Ooh,
I think they just didn't realize that you wear a large T-shirt now and not an XL.
No,
exactly.
that was 14 years old, and it was during my second hernia operation.
wow, too.
My second.
I had
hernia.
one when I was a baby. For the listener, sorry, it's a little graphic, but when I was like a little baby,
don't do it. My
like-
dick was inside out.
no, it wasn't inside out, but my dad went to change my diaper, and my fucking testicles, and my penis were like blue.
Oh, this happens. This happens. This is a common.
It's called something. It's
And it
called
and
a
it-
double strangulated hernia is what I had.
and
Wow.
it's oh my god.
And there's 0.001 chance that you would get it again. And when I was 14, I was fucking around. I'm playing hockey for my high school. Something happened. I got gave myself a fucking hernia.
Playing
But not the
pocket.
same.
I don't know.
You're playing
no,
pocket hockey
no,
for your
no,
high
no,
school.
No, hockey.
Real regular ice hockey.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My freshman year, I played.
Did you admit to them that you had been in a movie before that?
No, I didn't.
He had his agent do it.
I didn't at all. And I can't say that the hockey is what gave me a hernia. It could have been moving slate around my parents' backyard, trying to make their backyard look nice.
It could
I
have
don't
been
know how
it
it
could have
happened.
been rocking out.
I just woke up one day with 3 testicles and said, that's not good. And I have to go to the doctor.
I want to go back to my regular number.
So, yeah, I would like to go back to regular, my 1, because it was 2. That's a stupid joke.
Well, I'm glad they
But
got
I
you
had,
patched up.
well, they got me patched up. But
Gosh,
the
guys,
fucking,
I
the
can't-
guy over anesthetized me. It was supposed to be like a same day operation.
and the parents were like, "Wake him
I
up!"
was out for 18 hours and my parents were freaking the fuck out. Like,
of course,
18 hours.
yeah, it was like, because I guess I woke up during surgery and they were like, "Oh, that's not good.
Give him
Give
some
him
more
give him
juice."
Some more juice."
Yep.
Well, now it's like a continuous air supply, right? So it's like they just take the air thing off. and you start
Sometimes yes, sometimes Bob Seger, sometimes
yeah, but yeah,
The hippie crack.
yeah.
I don't think I said. I prepped.
Yeah, we just go to the Ween show.
Just go
Now
to the Ween show and
instead
get
we
some
go to the
hippie
Ween
crack,
show.
yeah.
I went to. I thought I'd wake up and because my brother was like, he had the same surgery, just a couple toes over, left foot, and he woke up being like, got to go back to work, and he starts typing. On his table, got to go back to work, and so I thought for sure Marla was going to see some like left field type shit. Me like,
Yeah, you didn't have any of that?
I don't think I had any.
I bet
Yeah.
she's hiding that shit from you. 'Cause
Maybe.
you're
Here's your cell phone, sir.
She does hide the fact that I snore. Apparently, that you guys said. So
Oh, big
wow.
time.
You know,
big time
sometimes-
snorer, my friend.
Sometimes love is not about telling the whole truth. I've discovered
I
that.
asked her. She said it. She
Maybe she just passes out
Yeah,
hard.
I think
Maybe
so.
She's a
Maybe
good
she's
heavy
just
sleeper.
that's a
Maybe
good, that's a
Mike
good
and I
pairing.
aren't heavy sleepers, and
Yeah.
we fall asleep later than you do because it was a constant stream of I'm not asleep yet. Oh, Jeremy's asleep because he's fucking
Consoling each
sawing
other.
some wood.
Consoling each other.
Yeah.
do not think that you two are
We're not innocent.
innocent.
We're not innocent.
We're not innocent. We all tried-
I'm the least of the three. Let's
We all
just agree.
tried the drugstore brand Breathe the Right Strokes.
No, we didn't try them. Jeremy tried them. I put them on once,
And
and
I
you
never-
said you forced me to put it on, and then you didn't put it on.
I just wanted the photo, and I don't know if I ever
Bitch.
took one.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I have-
well,
Memories from our recent tour.
guys,
yes.
the hockey thing came up, and it
My-
makes
my
me
balls-
think about
my
what
balls
happened to
dropped.
me last weekend. I got asked to do a sports memorabilia signing thing,
Okay.
so I had to fly to DC.
Your phone rings.
I mean, whatever. Phone rings. Some guys like, hey, do you want
It's
to do
me,
this thing?
DC.
Hey, you want to do this thing? I'm getting me and your fake movie sister
Mhm.
Tammy Duncan, number 2,
Oh,
number 5.
awesome.
I was number
Oh,
2.
that
She
is
was number
awesome.
5. I hadn't seen Jane Plank in 25 years. It's like I'm doing this thing. There's like a bunch of sports guys and
Mookie
stuff.
Wilson and Billy Buckner
Mookie Wilson and Bill Buckner were there, and guess what? They take fucking photos together.
Yeah. They're great friends. They're great friends, and they went on tour.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Also, there's a bunch of people were there. Anywho, I said I was gonna go, so I get on the plane to go, and I get stopped right at the first row in first class. And I see this guy, and I'm like, "Fuck, he looks so fucking familiar." Like, he's wearing like a Hawaiian shirt. He's got some chains.
Who's this party guy? Yeah.
Who is this dude?
Kevin Smith.
He turns
It was
around
Master
and
Roshi.
I do one
Master
of those.
Roshi
I do
from,
one of those checks to see if he's got like a ring on.
Yeah.
Like if you're like talking to someone at the bar and you're like, "Are they married?" Or like,
Yeah.
let's just do a little check. And he totally catches me checking his fucking ring.
Are you married?
And he turns around and he shows it to me, and it's a fucking Yankees championship World Series ring. And I'm like, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good, man. Good." He's like, "All right, have a good day." And I just kind of was like, "All right."
It was
I
that
still
man
can't
was
figure out
Daryl
who
Straw.
it is.
It was Daryl Strawberry.
So I go online and I look to see who's at the show.
Yeah.
Fucking Reggie Jackson. He cut his mustache. He doesn't have his mustache. Otherwise, I would have known exactly who he was. Mr. October
I
was on
feel
my
like
plane
you
in
should
October.
in
know
October. So
who
you were no
Reggie
longer
Jackson is.
I should know who Reggie Jackson is. Without a mustache, it's difficult.
Waiting
Why don't
for
you go
Mr.
take a look
October.
at? Why don't
First
you go
fact
take a
check
look?
of the episode.
Yeah, take a look at Zoe Deschanel without the glasses and bangs, dude.
So I do this thing, and it's awesome. I'm signing like Mighty Ducks jerseys. I signed some pucks. I felt like I was an actual
You're a rock
athlete.
star,
I was
dude.
like
Yeah.
an actual athlete. And
Did you have a couple of Red Balls?
no Red Bulls, but
Good,
we went
good,
out.
'cause those
We
shits
went
are-
out the night
There's a
before.
brand we hate.
We went out the night before and ended up hanging out at Hooters. It was great. There was also like because there was like a hall of like people who had done like we were in the sports movie, and then Tony Todd was there. Do you know who he is? The Candyman.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. We became friends. Hopefully,
Is it a
we'll get
basketball
this guy on the podcast.
Is that a basketball player?
No,
No, Candyman,
From
the
the
movies, the
movie.
horror movies.
Oh, the murderer.
Yeah, with the bees coming
horror-
out of his
the
mouth.
yes,
horribly
the bees coming out of his mouth,
And the
which he said was real. He
the
said they
horribly
put a thing in his throat. I asked him
disfigured.
about it.
Give me a break.
He put a thing in his throat.
Now, what are we going to talk about
I'm just
on the
saying.
podcast with him if we already talked about it?
No. This is just a rumor has it.
Thanks, Tony.
It's just a rumor has it.
Unless you go back 10 seconds. And then it's true.
So, yeah, Ozzie Smith was there. Bill Buckner, Mookie Wilson,
Love those
Joe
two.
Theismann. There's like a bunch of Redskins because they were in DC.
Lawrence Taylor holding
But
Joe Theismann's leg.
LT and Joe Theismann were there. They were not taking pictures together.
Of course, bro.
Also, and I don't care who was there and whatever, Lawrence Taylor was there. I took a picture with him. He was drunk as fuck. Like he was like a really unhappy, ornery dude. I guess because I'll give you a picture to put up on the website. But I'll put a couple. I'll put the picture up with the Candyman with Tony Todd and
With the
me,
bees, with the
and
bee-
Jane
and-
Plank
and
and,
the bees.
fucking LT, all standing there. And he was nice in that moment because Tony Todd like kind of smoothed it over so we could take the picture. But I was trying to get a picture with him in the back. So in the back room of this whole like sports
There's a
memorabilia convention,
green room.
it's not a green room. There's like a green corner where there's like a fucking couch and a TV playing football. And I walk into this room and I've never seen
Oh, it's a
anything
VIP
like it.
room that everybody
Not a
pays.
no, not even that, dude. It's just full of gear and shit that people sign. It's like Ray Lewis was there. He was standing there just signing helmets, like a row of helmets, like 150 deep, just like sign. Everyone's just signing stuff. It was fucking crazy. Sean Alexander was there, saw signing shit. Like it was just a bunch of like, you know.
Athletes.
It was just, a bunch of athletes. I didn't realize
And
that's
you.
how they get all this, memorabilia, and then they sell at all these memorabilia shops or whatever. They have these conventions, and these guys just sit there and like for every piece, they get a piece, and they just keep signing and signing. And I went back there, and it was just like crazy. And there's Lawrence Taylor with a bunch of bats, and he's signing "I'm a bad motherfucker" on it.
On Louisville Sluggers?
On Louisville Sluggers, on other shit that there was like other Giants stuff there, but I guess he hates signing that, and like he charges extra for that because he doesn't.
He doesn't like signing. I'm a bad motherfucker.
It's from
Hot Shots.
No, fuck. It's from the Oliver
Rough.
Stone football movie. Any Given Sunday.
Necessary Roughness.
It's from Any Given Sunday. And he hates doing it, so he charges like an extra like $50 a pop. But someone had asked for 100 of them. And so he was just heated and like inebriated and like
not a happy
really
guy.
Unhappy, like signing the shit. And like we went up and the guy who was working with me was like, oh, I kind of know him. He went up there. He's like, hey, can we talk to LT for a second? And like the guys who were with him like just shot him a look like, stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck away from him.
I'm the guy who wanted all those bats.
You were?
You placed an order?
You paid a pretty penny, man.
A premium.
Dude, those guys walked out. Oh my God, I don't even know how much money they made.
Makes you rethink your career choice, huh?
I mean, hey, for 4 hours, I did pretty good. I'm happy. I'm happy. Paid
Should have played for the Giants.
I was Tommy.
For the Giants.
I was Tommy again. I was Tommy Duncan for 4 hours again.
They had all of the Redskins that were there taking pictures together. I just like the fact that they would like do these photo ops with people. Like I didn't realize that Bill Buckner and Mookie Wilson were cool like that. But when I heard it, it was like, anybody now for the VIP session with Mookie Wilson and
They went.
Bill Buckner.
They went
I
on
was
tour
like,
across the way.
fucking great.
And it wasn't them, but Mookie Wilson and Dwight Gooden have both separately appeared at Carmine's Pizzeria.
Oh.
Yeah, Carmine's Pizzeria. Not the original that we go to because that's gone now.
I was gonna say is it reopened somewhere?
Yeah, it's reopened right in the same place as somebody who used to work there.
Wait,
He kept it.
I've
going.
eaten pizza at the place that used to be Carmine's, and it's crap. And it's not. And it says Brooklyn Pita and pizza. It's not like a. I don't think.
Mike, I mean, I don't. That's Reggie Jackson right there. I pulled up. And
Yeah, I know. Does he look like Reggie Jackson?
Ladies and gentlemen,
looks
I'd
like
like
Reggie
to
Jackson.
announce the Jeremy and Danny podcast.
Wait, what did we do?
This podcast has ended over pizza.
The king had no word, and Pizza King left the building. Well, what do we?
I'm sorry. That's all.
That's amazing.
That's really
Yeah,
all I had. I stole a Willie Nelson poster off of Texas Roadhouse.
Ooh.
And you got it? Did you take a tube to bring it back? How
No,
big? How big do tubes move at these?
Oh, I don't know. I saw some tubes. I definitely saw some tubes.
Oh yeah.
I saw more tubes.
Did you pull some tubes?
I saw more tubes at New York Comic Con a couple weeks ago.
Oh, for sure. Tube
and they
City.
were like Tube City.
Yeah, man.
Tube City. But
Tube
like,
City,
you know what
tube,
I've
tube.
realized? Here's what I've realized about the tubes. Know the size of your tubes and know the size of your body. Because I got hit with so many fucking tubes.
Yeah, the ratio is terrible.
Walking through because people don't realize, like, I bought the extra
XL.
super thick fucking 6 foot,
Is it better than those
3
Comic-Con
feet
like?
wide
Is it better than those
bazooka
Comic-Con like
cannons?
rave pocketbooks that are this
Oh
big?
God, it's
Anime
very
rave
similar.
pocketbooks?
Yeah, because they're not
Tyvek.
flimsy. It's like one
Rigid.
24-inch metal frame that keeping that in there.
For the listener, stay tuned. We're gonna get some Danny and Mike tubes going soon.
right.
Is that happening?
For your
Let's brand some
Comic-Con.
tubes.
For your
Oh,
Comic-Con.
my gosh. And
Anyway.
go to our website
Yeah.
if you want some merchandise.
Oh yeah,
That's
we have
Danny and
some
Mike.
all new merch.
.com with the and spelled out, and let us know if you have ideas for more merch for us at 347-470-8150.
Wow.
You're plugging
I
away.
really
Love
hope.
it.
I really hope that someone gives us ideas.
I hope
for
that
new
Jeremy's
merchandise.
doctor calls
And
in
it
to
better be
defend
something
his
that we can
terrible
buy
work.
here in America.
Yeah, made in
Okay.
America.
No Alibaba.
Alibaba.
They make too much money, that place. It's incredible. Well, what do you think about wrapping this whole little Minisode up here? Any last thoughts about your DC trip? Did you eat DC food?
I never eaten at a Texas Roadhouse before, and I had steak there, and it wasn't bad.
Oh, okay. It's kind
It
of a
wasn't
chain
bad.
thing, though.
I know. It was. That's why I would never go there. But
Yeah.
the guy's like, I was like,
Mookie Wilson's like, nah, you gotta
The
check
guy that brought us there was like,
Yeah.
hey man, we're gonna take you all out for a steak dinner, and I was like, oh yeah, steak dinner, cool.
Turned out to
And
be
it turned into Texas
Texas
Roadhouse. But that's okay. I had a good ribeye.
Yeah.
I hadn't eaten a cut of meat like that, and I didn't feel good the next day. So
You
I think that's because I don't eat eat red meat like that anymore.
Right.
Well,
But it was good. I did get kicked out of a Hooters with everybody because they were like last call.
and we chanted
they were
back.
definitely Homer Simpson indicators during this weekend. I think, and it wasn't just me. It was also like the sport, like Bob Greasy was fucking.
Wow.
People were
some legends.
Dude, there were legends there.
I used to love going to
It
that
was
stuff.
really,
You were drinking with legends, is what
I was drinking with around
we go.
legends. I
Okay.
wasn't. Tony Todd was the only one that he and I were keeping together.
and LT.
LT was just a moment. Tony hugged LT goodbye, and then he went to shake my hand. Lawrence Taylor did, and I fucking hugged him.
Oh, you got to get in there, bro.
And he didn't like it. I know
Of
he
course
didn't
not,
like it. But he
man.
was just kind
I
of
don't
awkward.
know you. I don't know
but
you.
I was like, whatever, man.
Fuck
just
that.
put
It's my last
fucking
chance.
mitts around him.
My last chance to wrap LT up for a
Yes,
loss.
let me tell you.
For a loss. Thanks for listening,
Yeah, thank
everybody.
All right, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Danny
and Mike with the N spelled out.
Also, check us out on the Last Podcast Network, lastpodcastnetwork.com. They have amazing podcasts on there that you should peruse.
And
Yeah.
listen to too.
Keep listening. The
And-
story must be told. They're starting to do some live
Yes.
stuff too. So check that
Yes.
out because they're Andrew and Reed are doing some really
Weirdo shit, yeah.
funny shit.
Yeah.
That's great.
You can find this guy at Michael C. Morona and on the twits, and then Danny at D. Tamborelli on the twits, at Danny Tamborelli on the instas. I'm at Remy Balin on most things.
And
Send
go
him
to jounce.org if you want to check
Ooh, yeah.
out some locally tri-state area and
sourced
some Virginia
music.
dates.
Yep. Jounce tour. Fall tour.
Send antibiotics to at Remy Balin.
No, my stomach is paying the price for those right now. So, but anyway, we're gonna get off here, and I'm gonna have the guys squeeze my foot. Thanks so much for coming in.
Ugh.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Balin. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure to check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.